Big up everyone. Big up everyone. Big up guys. Welcome to it's Arsenal against Liverpool and big up views. This is his first time on the channel now. So views, welcome to the channel, bro. Indeed. So let everyone know about you, bro, before we jump in today's topic.
Yeah,
Indeed.
man.
So let everyone
Yeah, just
know.
obviously I was talking to Cooper, finally meeting, one of my people, one of my contingency, as I say. So yeah, just happy to be here. Big up to you, big up to Cooper as well. Wish everyone a happy new year and happy holidays, and hopefully Arsenal can keep it happy. This is what we're here for, to chop it up about this big game tomorrow, man. So there's also a big game playing right now. I'm kind of watching it slyly. I can't lie. Man City against Brighton. But big up to you two guys, man. Thank you for having me, man.
Yeah, man. Cooper, how are you, my brother?
I'm doing
Indeed.
well. I'm doing well. Again, I get to, finally meet views. Somebody I've watched for a long time and I respect.
Oh, man.
Um, and Jordan, it's always fun to be on with you. Everybody in the people in the chat, make sure you smash that like button and subscribe both to views and to Jordan's channel. Jordan, what are you at? 2.5?
I am now at 2.49k subscribers, getting
Oh,
almost to 2.5k.
yeah.
Indeed.
Let's
So
how many more subscribers do you need to get to?
I need more. I think I need about a lot more
A
to
lot.
really get there.
Scotland off the top. Same, it can come and go daily. You get a few one day, you lose a few one day. It's just it's a bit of a struggle when you're down. Down these ways. Still relatively small, but we're building our communities, man. So big up to you, Jordan, as well.
Big up indeed. So guy, we're gonna start with the first one. Injury updates for Arsenal, right? So that's the first thing we'll be starting off with. Before the rest, when the rest come, I will ask them the same thing, and also what guys feel about this season.
Go on, sir.
Cooper, what do you have to say,
Uh,
bro, about your team, Arsenal, this season, and also the injuries?
let's put it this way. I had to back away for like 2 weeks. So like I didn't the only game I didn't watch was the Wolves game, which I'm glad I missed because it would have driven me absolutely insane. Um, I think we play well when we play on the front foot, when we're actually attacking. I don't the thing that makes me nervous going forward is that, we tend to score a goal and then we kind of sit back, and that makes absolutely no sense to me. If you should be going for 3 or 4 goals, you know, and I don't agree with tactically some of the things Arteta does.
Yeah.
Um, you know, I think Yucker is a hell of a lot better than than he's shown people right now. I mean, Arsenal won 17 of 19 games when he's played. So, that's something. Um, I think they should, you know, s- I think they should start, you know, passing the ball like Odegaard, pass a through ball to him. Saka, instead of taking a shot, which we know is going to go over the fucking bar,
Mm.
make an assist. The same thing on, I think Trossard tries. Martinelli, don't get me started. Man runs with his head down,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Never seen anybody in sports who runs and doesn't turn their head, um, but it makes sense that he's our left winger. Um, but you know, I think Rice has been our best player this year. The guy's the engine of our team.
Mm.
Um, when the left back inverts, Rice drops back. Defensively to help Zuby out, which hurts us in the attack because he can't push forward. Um, you know, I'd like to see us get, somebody else besides Zubimende, somebody who's much more defensively intact.
Mm.
And, the back line takes care of itself. I just hope that, I hope we don't have any more major injuries. I hope Arteta's learned his lesson not to push these guys, and they need to heal.
Mm.
We've been crushed with injuries the last 2 years.
Mm.
And I think Saka. I don't think Saka. I don't think I don't think we should be spending 300 uh,
Mm.
300K a week on Saka. I think I love him as a player, and I know everybody's star boy, but I think he's the best days are behind him. He's lost his pace since his hamstring injury.
Mm.
You know, a lot of guys don't recover from that stuff, and I think last thing we should do is buy a right winger that costs that much. If you want to spend that, get Vinicius or get Rodrigo or somebody to play the left. Um, and being an Arsenal fan is tough. You never know what's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
You could be 2 up and feeling good, and in the 90th minute, and you could give up 2 goals. You know what I mean? It's just it's the lack of consistency that bothers me so far this year.
Mm.
Yeah, we have to say about that as well. Views on what Cooper just said a while ago about your guys' injuries and the season so far.
Yeah. Well, obviously, I say it every day on my channel. We got 8 players in the summer, but we let go of 13, and we've currently got, I believe, 4, possibly 5 on loan. So the maths ain't quite math in there in terms of the squad depth that everyone keeps going on about. But at the same time, there is, the transfer market did give us a few more options to choose. And is Arteta choosing them? That's what I discuss every day. I think Eze hasn't played a minute for like 4 games. You know what I mean? Money played in the last game, but that was his first time in about a month. So there's one thing having the squad, and there's another thing using it. So I think those injuries are catching us up a little bit. I believe Mosquera and Calafiori are still out. They're going to miss this one.
Yeah.
We just hope that, I don't know, there's maybe Ben White available, because these players, they could be there on the bench 1 minute, next minute they're out of the squad. So we just don't know. But Arteta definitely said Calafiori and Mosquera are not making it back. He's unsure about Havertz, so I wouldn't be surprised to see him on the bench. So yeah, man, injuries hit us, because for me, they'll hit us like every other team, but Arteta tends to use a core 12 to 15 players, and he uses them a lot more than the other players. And when you've got like one of the best 10s in the league last season, an FA Cup winner and Eze, and he hasn't touched the pitch in 4 games, it makes no sense. So yes, while the injuries are a problem, they're a problem for us, they're a problem for you guys, they're a problem for City. Gvardiol's just broke his leg. He's out for 5 months.
I didn't
Yeah,
know that.
yeah. And Diaz is out for weeks, maybe about 4 or 5 weeks. Gvardiol's out for the season. They just signed Semenyo, though. Said, here we go. I was going through that earlier on. But my point is everyone's got injuries, but with us, it's a little bit more self-inflicting. And I'll go back to my point where I was just talking about him just using a core set of players. I call them Arteta's angels. We all know who they are. We've got Eze sitting down for Odegaard, who, give him a little bit of credit. He's done a little bit better as of late, but these are what we call purple patch players for me. It's the same as Trossard. They'll have a good patch and then it will calm down. Same for Martinelli, calm down. And the same for Odegaard, the same for all of them. Saka, do you know what I mean? So for me, it's like these people are keeping real moments players like Eze for me on the bench. So for me, I think he needs to use them a lot more. Going into this game, I think someone asked about Ekatike. It's, I don't know, maybe that's slot mind games. I don't know if he's definitely ruled out or not. I wouldn't be surprised to see him play. Slots, he can do mind games. He's the Premier League champion. You know, if Arteta's doing mind games, we don't understand why. You know, we try and do a preview for a game, and sometimes we have to try and guess who's playing. So the injuries hit us like everybody else, but is it going to be a big factor in the game tomorrow? I don't believe so. And I'll end on this purely because it's gonna really matter what type of team you play tomorrow at home. You know, we've gone to Anfield. I call them the fridges. You know, the midfield with not much versatility. Zubimendi, Moreno, even Rice. You know, because it's too much to ask for him to do everything with that. You know, with those two players with you. So if you come out and play a team like that and you respect Liverpool a lot, then I don't know. I think maybe it will be a draw. But what I'd like to see from Arsenal is be brave. If Declan Rice is fit, play him in the 6, play Odegaard 8, Eze 10. Be brave. You know what I'm saying? Even if you play Madueke left wing, just to make sure he gets some time. Really go out. Big up Josh. Really go out and try and beat them because we're at home. You know, so that's what. So little things. Like I said, the injuries have hit us like everyone else, but for me, we're kind of self-sabotaging a little bit because we've had players on the bench, players that could contribute, you know, minutes-wise, and we're not seeing it. And I think City have just bloody scored against Brighton as well. But yeah, that's what I think.
Yeah. Just
Can I
over
just
to you,
add
man.
one more thing? I just heard that Arsenal were open in talks with an extension for Havertz.
Yeah.
Like, don't do that.
Mhm.
Don't do that. Like, bad Arsenal.
Yeah. Don't do that. Harlem penalty. There you go.
So, just update on Arsenal's injuries and this season for you guys, man.
Firstly, big up for having me on, Jordan. Big up the great panel, man. We've got Cooper, Views, my guy, bro. Great to have a show with you again. I know it's been a while. But yeah, big up to you guys and everyone else coming on as well. And make sure you guys smash your likes and subscribe, all that amazing stuff. But yeah, injuries. I think we still got Cala out. We've still got Mosquera out. And I don't know what he said something about Havertz saying that we'll see about him and all that. Yeah, a bit 50-50 really. Big up Rory as well, Jordan.
Big up.
But yeah, thoughts on the season. I was listening backstage while I was sorting out my mic and my headphones to both Cooper and Views, and I think they summed up really well, to be fair. You know, I feel like, look, we're in a great position, but the big thing is about getting over the line this season for Arsenal, because we've been in these big positions before where we've been points clear of City, and it's a whole mentality thing for me. You know, like we haven't had that mentality to get over the line. You know, even when we got on this run a few years ago, when we won, you know, we've beaten like Burnley's and West Ham's, the Sheffield, you know, United's. We was winning every game in a row, and then they got that one game against Villa, and then they done us at the Emirates 2-0. That's what it really takes, and football can change, you know, so quickly after a few results. Things can change, and like, I mean, I look at us now. Obviously City are winning, so they're just 3 points behind us, but they've literally, the past 2 games, they dropped points against Sunderland and they dropped points against Chelsea, right? But they win today, they're already 3 points behind us, which puts the pressure on us, obviously, for this game tomorrow. So this is how quickly things can change. This is how quickly the league can change. But I think overall, there's things I've been happy with. Obviously, there's a few things which I would say we need to improve on in terms of, a big thing for me is maybe killing games off more. I think that's something that we, maybe not the Villa game, because obviously we, in the end, that second half, we scored those 4 goals.
Yep.
Yeah, we scored those 4 goals in the second half, and we called that one off. But I'm looking at teams like Wolves, for example. I'm looking even at the Brighton game where we let them back in the game. Obviously, the Bournemouth one as well, when we let them back and they score that goal, and it's sort of panic stations and it's a bit nervy towards the end of these types of games. That's a big thing for me, is if we need to be more ruthless, I think. And we proved that against Villa, but I want to see that more consistently, basically. And I think another thing as well at times is starting games. I think other than the Brighton game, some of our starts this season have been, in the recent games, have been quite slow. Like you look at the Bournemouth game, they was on us straight away. Obviously, we made that mistake from Gabriel, and we're sort of chasing that and turning around the game. So, I mean, those are some of the things that I look at, obviously, in terms of things that we need to work on. But I think, listen, it's all about. I ain't getting ahead of myself at all. In January, we're in a great position, but how many times have we been in this position in the recent seasons and we haven't got it over the line? So that's really the big thing where I look at. Like in terms of some of the players this season, I think Declan Rice has been insane. I think Timber has been, really consistent as well for us. And I think Gabriel as well. I think Gabriel's so key to this team, man. Like he's like 2 goals away from breaking Lauren Koscielny's highest goal scoring record. This guy's scoring goals. Obviously, big part. He's a target man in a set pieces, and they dried up a little bit when he was injured. So he's one of the main guys when it comes to those scoring goals. And then, but just him as I know he made that mistake against Bournemouth, right? But the way he bounced back from that was a big thing for me.
But when he makes a bozo mistake, he fixes it.
Exactly,
like,
bro.
Quickly.
He did it quite a few occasions, like even a few years ago. I remember against Fulham when we beat them 2-1, and he made that mistake, and then he scored the winner or something. And I think he did the same against Wolves a few years ago when he gave that mistake to Juan He-Chan. This is the thing with Gabriel. He's got that mentality, man. He's the way he bounced back from that really impressed me. And overall, like I think the 2 leaders in the team is him and Declan Rice. I say this all the time. For me, the captain should be Declan Rice for us all day long. Like that guy is just, bro. That guy's a born leader, man. Seriously, like he's absolutely insane. But listen, as I said, bro, like it's going good so far. We're in a good position. It's all about doing our thing. We have to keep taking it game by game. Because anything can happen in Premier League. You can't really underestimate any team. I mean, look when we played against Wolves, it's bottom of the league. I mean, we almost at the Emirates as well, and we almost threw that away. So we can't go into games thinking, oh yeah, let's be complacent, let's underestimate teams, because anything can happen, man. So we just keep doing our thing. But I think the big thing about this season is just it's all going to be about the mentality, man. If we can actually get over the line this season, so we have to wait and see.
The host is gone.
Jordan lagged out.
Arsenal.
No, he's back.
Here he is.
Jordan, bro.
Yeah, man, I'm here, man. I'm trying to get tired. That's the thing. So you will be here shortly. So yeah, Rory. Injury update, bro. Arsenal on this season so far, bro.
Well, obviously, I can't complain where we are at the moment, and hopefully we can stay there. I think in terms of the football we've played this season, I've had sort of like mixed feelings about it. Like, on one hand, we are quite negative in some games, but on the other hand, I'm tearing my hair out because we're not killing off games. It's kind of strange. So I can't really like judge the football harshly, but I also can't say we're playing good football, if that makes sense. Listen, I think I can't really, as I said, complain about most of the... I don't think most players are having an awful season. I think there are players there that can definitely go up a level, the likes of Saka, who I think has been better in recent weeks, Zubomendi, etc. I think, defensively, recently, I mean, you could argue because we lost our 2 centre-backs, we obviously were bound to concede goals. I feel like at the moment, away from home has been a bit of a worry because I can't really think of many convincing away performances so far this season. At home, I'd give Arsenal that. I think we've been much better at home than we have been in recent years because we would concede goals left, right and centre at home. But so far this season, we're not dropping as many points. And it's actually away from home where we are not struggling, but I think that's when our complacency comes in. So I think, listen, the home form's definitely got us over the line pretty much. Our away form, as I said, in big games in particular, has been a bit of a worry. In terms of the players that have stood out, obviously, you know, Declan Rice is a mention, Gabriel, Timber. I think those three are very.
Man's back with his Wi-Fi again. Oh man, he had the same thing. He did it when we did the podcast on Monday. He had the same thing, didn't he, Cooper, bro? Oh, I feel for him, man.
Remember when he used to do that to you? Let it
Bro,
go. Let
I've
it
been there, man. I've
go.
been there. I've been there. Frozen, says
Frozen.
Cooper.
So
Frozen.
good. Man, listen, it can happen to the best of us, man. Big him
Yeah.
up. I'm
Yeah,
telling
man.
you.
Dude,
Big up Tyrell, man.
that's why I started giving to Josh's channel. It was the
Yeah, man.
Wi-Fi.
Everyone said that
I said I want to get him
what
fine.
what they was doing.
Jesus Christ.
Man,
I can't be asking my Wi-Fi, you know, it's so shit. Was on about Raya? What happened until I logged out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I was on
Yeah.
about Raya, wasn't I? Yeah, shout out to him. I think he's been very good this season, kept us in a lot of games. I think Calafiori's definitely improved so far this season. I think I've actually been more impressed with his defensive side of things rather than him going forward, actually. I think he's been far better defensively than he has whenever he's been going forward. So fair play to him. I think
And
Trossard's
Timber's
been our best attacker so far this season, especially when we wanted him gone in the summer. And I think he definitely deserves credit on how he responded. Sorry. I think, you know what it is? I think it's something to do with the fact he was on low wage last season. Wasn't he on like 40k a week last season? And obviously he got that pay rise in the summer and we were all going ballistic. I think this season he's drastically improved. I think his output's got better. And you could argue now he's actually got a run of games, he's starting to produce that sort of form. So I think, as I said, there are players that can go up a level so far this season. I think, you know, Arteta's definitely got to improve his, you know, in-game management and his substitutions. I get we've got a massive squad and it's nice to see we are like rotating, but I still feel like we are not managing a couple of these players. Declan Rice, for instance, Saka at times, although we have managed him, I would say, better than we have done in recent years, to be honest with you. So, listen, I'm happy where we are at the moment, but you know, it's all about maintaining that consistency, and we've not got a better chance of doing that. Pretty much getting over the line due to the fact Manchester City have lost both of their centre backs. So, listen, I know they've got Semenyo, but at the end of the day, Arsenal have got an opportunity as well in January to strengthen that squad and hopefully kick on. But yeah, I'm happy with where we are. It's just, again, I question whether we can get over the line still.
Yes, indeed. So, Tyrell, big up my bro for joining in here. So, we're talking about injury updates, bro, and this season for you guys. So, what do you have to say, bro, about injury updates and the season for Arsenal?
Yeah, big up, boys, man. Big up the chat as well.
Hey, Terrell.
Yeah, come on, man. Big up, man.
Big up.
Yeah, what Rory was saying there, like, I've said it already so many times on my channel this season. It's like, things with Arsenal, yeah, there'll always be something that Arsenal would do that scares me, yeah. And I look at how far we're going to go this season in this title race and the league. And for me, yeah, I still question whether this team can get over the line. Yeah, I've been questioning it for so long over the past seasons now under the manager. We're in a good position now. Yeah, we're in a very good position. I know Man City obviously got Semenyo yesterday. Gahey is looking like, you know, they're probably going to go for him as well. I'm just looking at how far can we do this? How far is this team going to get over the line? That's how I look at this Arsenal team. And there is still nerves kind of kicking in for me. I'm not going to lie. Like, we're still in a good position. Like I said, we're 6 points clear ahead of Man City. But yeah, our home form as well, what Rory was saying as well, was good. You know, still unbeaten at home this season. Let's keep that going with a win tomorrow against Liverpool, which I expect us to win. But yeah, like I said, so far so good, and hopefully we can carry it on.
Yes, indeed. Surprising, guys. I got a news before we do this preview that our manager is trying to fight for his job. So Ekitike will not be with the squad, so that is gonna be interesting doubt. So we'll be losing Gakpo up top. So views, what are your thoughts on that, bro? If we lose, can Arne start be stuck in the morning?
Yeah, I think he can. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, the only person that can't get sacked is it seems Arteta. To be honest with you, do you know what I mean? Everyone else, they're not even there 18 months. Enzo Maresca's another student of Pep Guardiola. People forget he won the championship. He wasn't just promoted. He came to Chelsea as a winner. He won 2 trophies for them, won them over 100 million in prize money. Yeah, put them in mad spots. They're only 2 behind Arsenal now as the 3rd biggest club. So it seems like the only person who ain't under pressure is this Arteta guy, and this is what we're here for because, at the end of the day, we want to see us winning again. We want days out. But talk about Slot. Look, I to be honest, I can't put my finger on what's going on. I mean, you've been very unfortunate with Isak. Ekatike, I think he's been one of the best players to come to the league this year, if I'm being terribly honest. So if he ain't playing, that's a bit of a bonus. But to be fair, if he ain't playing, it might not even matter because Arteta's going to wheel out the fridges anyway. Do you know what I'm saying? So is that going to be a big deal? We don't know. We'll have to wait and see. All jokes aside, I don't know what it is. Maybe I was thinking at first Slot's lost the dressing room, but then I don't think that's the case. Maybe Van Dijk and Salah have dropped off form a little bit, and maybe there was just way too many changes at once. I mean, look, if you liken Liverpool to Arsenal, we've got Arsenal fans now calling for Kai Havertz to come back into attack, and for Leo Trossard to be on the left against Liverpool, and they're calling it devastating. For me, I'm calling it last season. What's changed? You know what I mean? So this is what I'm trying to say. The only person that's not under pressure in this league is this clown. I don't believe in him. We've been here before. We've had more points than this before. And as like Man City are winning right now. So if it finishes now, then they're 3 points behind us, not 6. And then it's down to us. So when you keep going back and forward with Arsenal, listen, I can hope, but all we have is the past to look at and say, well, have they got across the line in anything since the FA Cup? And the answer is no. And it's half a decade. It's not enough. So look, without being too negative, with all of that said, it's at the Emirates, and a little bit of credit for the manager. We haven't, I can't remember the last time we've lost there, but I also said this when I was on with Shane earlier. We've got a funny thing where we can kind of be all right or get bursts of goals in a couple of games, and then on the 3rd one, it usually goes tits up. Tomorrow is the 3rd one. So I don't want to put no judge on it. I think at worst it will be a draw, but I think it just depends on how he lines up, what he does with his team selection.
Yeah. Cooper, what have you say about that as well, my bro? About Zlatan Ekitike. So oh yeah, let's go to Josh until Cooper returns. So Josh,
Yeah,
what thoughts on that as well, my G?
What on you overall this season and just Slot
And
in general?
sorry, because I got the news to him and that's not like he's not Ekitike is not in the squad. So we will see what happens tomorrow. So what have you say
Yeah,
about that?
I've been watching. Like we've done the watch-alongs for quite a few games this season, Jordan. It's like even at the start of the season, I remember, was it the Newcastle game, the Bournemouth game, first game this season? You guys were riding your luck a lot at the start of the season. You was really riding your luck, but you was getting the wins. Now that luck ran out halfway through the season. Like, I mean, you look at that awful run you went on, and I remember, I think I think it's Slot trying to change these thing around after the PSV game though. When you got battered 4-1, after that game you went on a decent little run, but again you went, I think, more defensive. And I think he focused more on defensive. I think he had to, because you lot was like leaking goals. That was the game, was at Anfield. It's PSV, and they dunked on you past 4 goals past you. So I think he adjusted that, and you went on use again, wasn't pretty though. Even like in the recent games against Leeds, like that was an absolute ball fest, bro. And I think obviously you spend all that money in the summer, that money on Isak, that money on Verts, I think the only one who's actually really worked out is probably Ekatike, to be fair. And obviously, as you just said right there, he's going to be missing the game. So I also think like you look at you getting rid of some of your players has kind of let you down, and I don't think you've had that proper replacements in there. Like I know you spent a lot of money, but I still think a player like Luis Diaz. I mean, you look at what he's doing at Bayern Munich right now this season, right? I still think he is a big miss for you looking back on it right now. But I still think you needed that extra defender anyway. You know, like you signed Leone from Parma, the kid's 17, and then I think he tore his ACL. He's got an ACL, right? The guy you should have got was probably Gay from Crystal Palace, bro, coming in as another centre back for you guys. Like I look at it, I feel like honestly, if we batter you tomorrow, like 4-0 or something, maybe that could be it for him. If it's a thrashing against Arsenal, maybe that could be it for him. But at the same time, he went on an awful run at the start of the season, halfway through the season. We was all thinking it could be done for him, but obviously you've decided to keep him. So we'll have to wait and see, man. But just looking at how you approach the game, I think it's still the big factor of it's Arsenal Liverpool. You know, when this game comes around, and let's factor in this as well, guys. Like Arteta always won against Slot now because 3 times he's came up against him. He hasn't won at all against Slot. You know, he beat us this season at Anfield. The 2-2 draw last season, the 2-2 draw at the Emirates as well last season as well. So 3 games now, Arteta ain't got one over Slot yet. So you know that could be a big thing there, but. Yeah, I feel like it's the fact it's Arsenal Liverpool, man. I want to be confident. I am feeling very confident. I want to come in with this chest and with this confidence because I remember a few years ago, I used to hate playing against you lot because when you had Jurgen Klopp, we went to Anfield 4-0 thrashing. Yeah, the 5-1s, I think in 2019 under Wenger as well. Yeah, there's been the 4-0 under Wenger in 2018, right? There's been these games where you absolutely batter us at Anfield, and I want us to do the same to you tomorrow. But I feel like it could be a closer game than some people think, you know?
Yeah, it probably will be. Sorry to just jump back in there.
No, you're good, man. You're good.
There's something I want to kind of caveat off of what you just said, because I think it's crazy, yeah, because look at Slot. He came in last year. He only had Chiesa. He won the league. Could you imagine if that was Arteta?
Yeah, exactly.
He'd be fighting even after these results. There's no way that he'd be fighting for his job. Do you know what I mean? But so firstly, I think that's crazy. And like I said, you know, we've already seen the evidence of Arteta bottling it at home. We played Man City, who was very conservative. Do you know what I'm saying? Even against Villa, really. You know, we've got lots of attacking options sitting on the bench. Do you know what I'm saying? So I feel like he's already shown that. And yeah, I think Liverpool's got standards because, like I said, if that was Arteta who won the league last year, I mean, he's still here now, half a decade later, for one FA Cup.
Yeah, if he won the league, he'd be here for the next 20 years.
Statue and everything, wasn't he, Cooper?
Oh.
I dread to think it.
Yeah.
But I still want us to win, though.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. Bro, we have to say about that, bro. Yeah. Ekitike is not heading to the Emirates, bro.
About that, I actually, for me with Ekitike, I actually rated him when he was at Frankfurt. I think he was one of the options I wanted Arsenal to go for. So I think for me, if he's not there for Liverpool, I don't know who you're going to play up front. Is it going to be Gakpo? And if it is, then I don't know what to say. Regarding Arne Slot, to be honest, I think he brainwashed most of the Premier League after last season, thinking that he's, a decent manager, when really, I think now that Arsenal, Man City, they've strengthened their squad, actually. I know Liverpool did in the summer, but again, like, they spent 400 million. They spent how much on Ekitike and Isak combined? I mean, I've always said basically you can't have too many chefs in one kitchen, and that's what they did in the summer. Basically, they got Wirtz, they got Ekitike, they got Isak, they got all these players, but you still have to mold them into the same system, which I just couldn't see working. Although everyone pretty much backed them to win the league, because let's be honest, everyone last season were crap. Like let's be honest. And to be fair, most of the teams have been crap this season. It's only Arsenal, Man City that have sort of, kept the consistency going. I don't think Arsenal and City have been necessarily great this season, if you ask me. But listen, like as I was saying about the fact he won the Premier League last season and that making him being, a decent, half decent manager, Pellegrini, Ranieri, like these crap managers have won the Premier League, but didn't get anywhere else in their career but winning the league. Like Arteta could win a Premier League this season, but it doesn't make him one of the best managers, does it? Because I think there are still, I would say, a couple managers better than Arteta in this league. So I think the way he's treated Chiesa, like, is just madness. I don't know what he has to do to get a start. And instead, he plays a right back in that position instead. And I'm like, really? I don't know, like, where Vert's his best position as well. Like, is he a left winger? Is he an attacking midfielder? I don't know.
Well, we play center. We like to play center mids at right back.
Yeah, exactly. And Szoboszlai's been one of their best players. Konate, the con artist, you get what I'm saying? He's been awful this season. Van Dijk.
Kirkes as well.
Say again.
Kirkes as well. Another one.
Oh, yeah. Kirkes, bro. He's not even their best left back right now, which is mad because, Robertson, who was supposed to be washed, apparently, is better than him. So what does that say? So, I think with Liverpool, I think it's difficult because I was going to say, right, give him an opportunity to sort of get them out the rut they have currently put themselves in. But at the same time, I think they've left it a little bit too late. Because to me, if you want to sack a manager, you do it within the first 3 months of the season, or you do it in May. But when you're
they can do
midway
it
through
any
a
time at
season,
Arsenal
in January, like, it doesn't really make sense. So to me, I don't know what you do with Arne. So I think if you finish top 4 this season, say you finish 4th, 3rd, you're not going to win the Champions League. I think there are better teams than you in the FA Cup. I just think you cut your losses in May if he doesn't win anything. But that's just me. After spending 400 million, you can't be going trophyless with that team. I'm sorry. that's just unsustainable, bro.
Liverpool gonna start in January. I bet they're not.
Yeah, man. Indeed. So tell what you have to say as well, man.
Yeah, regarding Liverpool and that, like, yeah, I've said my thoughts on Liverpool this season and how much they've spent on players, their squad, and that. I was expecting Liverpool to go, up a level this season when they brought in the likes of Isak, Ekatike, Verts. I was expecting you guys to be, much of a threatening team this season, but it hasn't worked out like that. I mean, like Slot, after last season as well, winning the Prem, I thought as well he was going to go up, gears as well this season, and whatever's happened at Liverpool, it just hasn't worked out. Unfortunately, that's what it's looking like right now. But yeah, it hasn't worked out. Kirkes, I mean, he hasn't been the player that we all thought he, was at Bournemouth from last season. He's come to Liverpool. Hasn't been the same. The fact that Robertson is still their best left back and they brought him in to be their number one, it just, it's dark. I just look at their team right now and I just feel like Liverpool, it's weird because, like, from how they were last season and to where they are now, I'm still shocked and surprised because they done their thing winning the league. And I get, Liverpool fans will say, oh, it was top team, etc., etc. But, they spent the money, they bought in the players. And, after spending all that money, I still expect them to probably still win something. And I think they have to after spending all that money. And if they don't, then, I think Slots, he's got to go. But regarding the game tomorrow, like, as much as I am confident for the game, I still think we're going to win. I still think Liverpool's form, I look at their form right now and I still think Arsenal, we could definitely get something out of this game. I'm not going to, disrespect Liverpool because they still got quality players in their team. And I know obviously Salah's at AFCON and stuff, but they still got quality in there. But I just look at their form right now and I still believe Arsenal, if we show up tomorrow and, play our football like we've been doing, over the last few games and our home form as well, especially because right now, when we play at home, I'm actually confident every time we go into a home game right now because our home form is brilliant this season. So I am confident for the game tomorrow. And yeah, we'll see what happens tomorrow.
Yes, Unique. Cooper, what do you have to say, bro, about Ekitike? He's not going to play against you guys tomorrow.
It's a big loss.
For
Of course, it's a huge loss for you guys. As far as Slot is concerned, it's a different team than he played with last year. I something View said, they brought in a bunch of new players, and that doesn't mean that they're a team. You know what I mean? Like if they don't know how to play right together yet, I mean, it takes, look at our players. How long do we wait until Odegaard gets in form or Saka gets in form? They've been out of form all year, but we're still waiting. So I don't think it's anything different with Liverpool. They've had a lot of injuries and yeah, they might have spent 400 million, but they don't have Isak. They don't have, it's been a rough year for them. But you know what? You'll see a big if they sack Slot, it'll show you that the managers of Liverpool or the ownership of Liverpool are real. Like they demand winning. It'll show a big difference in the club's mentality between Liverpool and Arsenal. And that's why you always have to, I always, my little brother who passed away was a Liverpool fan. But he never threw it in my face. You know what I mean? He got to see them win, the championship league in 2020. So it was a great year for him, and I was happy for him. I hate, man, it'll just show the difference in the mentality of the team. Liverpool, yes, it's a business, but they want to win. Arsenal, I think we're a business first and then we're a football club. That's why I think in January we'll get a loan player, somebody young, but nothing more. We're just not going to do it. And we're talking about signing Havertz, extending Havertz another 3 years. Are you fucking kidding me? Like that's not smart.
He's gonna die. Oh man.
It's and who's to say that Arteta doesn't get, they don't let Arteta go, and then we got fucking Havertz. We know he can't play in the midfield, so what do we do with him?
It's his son, Cooper. He'll find a way to play him.
I'm sure he's doing handsies or something like that with Arteta in the showers. Sorry.
Yeah, man. No worries, man. Good thing that my channel is not monetized, so it's okay, man. For me, man, this game I'm looking forward to the game against you guys. It's been a while. I was hearing Arteta this morning, when Josh was doing press conference. Look, I think that Arteta needs to get this win over Arne Slot for real. So, Vinny,
Vinny Jr.
Views. What thoughts on Arne's Mikel Arteta?
Hey, Jordan, can I jump in real quick? I gotta go.
Yeah, man. Big up, man.
Big up, Coop, man.
Cooper, man.
Come on, man.
Big up,
Views,
Cooper.
Yeah, man. What are your thoughts so
No,
New
far?
Year contingency,
come on.
Josh,
No,
everybody, Jordan,
big love, man. Big love, bro.
Terrell, Rory. Thank you guys for having me. It's always a blast.
Love Coop.
Yes.
And
Come on, man. Big up.
peace and love, man. Peace and love.
Love Coop, man. Big up, bro.
Big up,
Later,
Coop.
fellas.
Big up.
I was saying views. What are your thoughts on Arteta? Because he say like you guys, if you guys beat us, man, that's a great job for him to get a job over us as well. Because what does have to say about that? Will Arteta get the job done?
I hope he does. I mean, I've not seen nothing. I've not seen him learn from last year. Now, people are gonna say, "Oh, but we're winning." But that doesn't tell the whole story. Like I said, I used the last game at Anfield, not the 1-0 Szoboszlai, but the one last season when we were 2-0 down. And then the momentum was with us. There's another 10 minutes left. We finally get back to 2-2, and you're bringing on like defensive players. So the worry for me is always, are you going to be scary or are you going to be brave? Do you know what I'm saying? We're at home. For me, and it's going to be a big thing to see, just put everything on the line, because that's what you don't do. And I thought it was bad enough going to Anfield this year, Szoboszlai, a brilliant free kick. But that team, in terms of the creativity in the midfield was awful. And I thought, that's so stinky, but it's a way at least, like I was thinking, all right, it's, if I'm going to take anything from it, it's a way. He surely ain't going to do it at home. But then he did it. When push comes to shove, it's Zubimendi, it's Rice. It could even be Moreno making someone like Eze sit down. So look, man, I always respect Liverpool. I've been saying on my channel, it don't matter who we play at the moment. It could be Lidl's, Sainsbury's. It don't matter who we play. Do you know what I mean? Every game's a cup final. You know what I mean? Until I see my team play good football consistently, because what we've been very good at this year is just hitting teams in bursts and then defending. You know what I'm saying? And it's always been a game of two halves. Like I said on my channel, I don't think we've had a consistent 80 minutes of good play against anyone. So that's what I need to see change. If we can get that, if we can get the football back up and running, then maybe I would believe a little bit more. And I'll end on this because I got to go as well. This year feels like the invincible year. If you're old enough to know about that, if you was around at that time, this feels like that. It doesn't feel like 22-23. What do I mean by that? Well, 22-23, we was playing good football. Yeah, that's what was taking us. That's where all of the belief came from. Really and truly, the vibe was good. It wasn't as all this in and out stuff. Everyone thought we were going to win the league because the football was saying so. But when you look at us play this year, for me, it's like panic attack football. Do you know what I mean? Heart attack football. So if we can start to be more consistent, then maybe I'll believe. But until then, every game's a cup final, and every game we have to take serious. So yeah, and just to end on that, Arteta, you do need to beat Slot for once. Do you know what I mean? Go out there and do something. Go out there and show everybody what we're on. You know what I mean? Instead of being scary all the time. So I'll end on that, man. But like I said, I got to go and pick my daughter up as well, man. So thank you guys.
Hey, big up views, man.
Yeah, come on, big up views, man.
What's the prediction for tomorrow's game before you head off views?
Yes, sir. If Arteta's brave, I think we can win 3-1. If Arteta's scary, which I expect him to be, I think it's going to be a 1-1 draw, if I'm being dead. I think he's going to give you too much respect. What do I mean by that? Most teams in the league haven't, and that's no disrespect, but because of the form, they it's like an easy meal. That's how they were looking at Arsenal like that at certain points as well. And anyone going through a bad period, City last year as well, you're looking, you're the new food. So if Arteta's brave, then I think we can use the Emirates to our advantage. But if not, then I think it will be a score draw. I'm going 1-1.
Yes, indeed. Big up. Thanks for coming on views, guys. Go and subscribe to views. It's been a very fantastic job over there.
You guys,
Big up
man.
views, man. Come on, man.
Big up
up,
views,
man.
bro.
Next time, innit?
Big up.
We're going to do combine 11 now. So combine 11 tactics of both teams. So yeah. So what guys combine 11? Because I know who I'm going to put in goal.
Raya.
Yeah, Raya.
Wow.
Raya in goal.
I'm
Yeah,
going
Sorry,
Raya.
Raya in
yeah.
goal.
I think you can see where this is going.
I know it's mad because I know they got Alisson, but Raya, I can't lie. Nah, Raya, he's
Bro, yeah, he's been insane.
Yeah,
Bro.
this season.
We gotta go Raya.
Oh, Matoma 1-1 for Brighton.
Is it 1-1?
Hey,
Is
go
it
on,
1-1?
Matoma.
Boy.
6-1. Go on, Matoma, man. Come on. What a finish.
All right, get in. Yeah, come on.
Come on.
We need that.
Every time.
Come on.
Game. Jesus
Thank you.
Christ, man.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, then fair enough.
Every single time.
Fulham
I turned off the
are
game.
one. Fulham are 1-0 up as well
Goals
against Chelsea
keep
as well. They just
flying
scored.
in.
Right, isn't it?
Chelsea down 10 men, aren't they, as well?
Yeah, Cucurella got sent off. They're winning
Yeah.
1-0.
Burnley are
Fulham.
1-0 up as well.
Yeah,
Bloody
Agent
Burnley.
Against
Heavy
Man
for Fulham as
United.
well. Oh, flipping hell.
Tottenham are losing as well. Shock.
Leeds are beating Newcastle.
Yeah, man.
Damn.
I am going with Alisson Becker in goal. He's gonna be in goal.
I'm not mad at that, to be fair.
Mm.
I can definitely hear it.
Yeah. So I'm going with Ali.
Again, like, Alisson
Goal.
Alisson in general is the best goalkeeper in the Premier League in
Yeah.
recent years. But, you know,
Yeah.
this season, I have to back Raya. Like, again.
But based on this season, Jordan, right?
Yeah. But to be fair,
Yes,
this season, I think you could argue only 2 Liverpool players make it in right now. The rest is Arsenal.
Fine, do overall then, because it'd be a bit unfair for you, Jordan.
Yeah.
we just
Okay,
take
I think-
over, bro.
If it's this season, it's Raya. But in general, I think, yeah, it's definitely Alisson.
Overall, Alisson
No.
probably.
I know,
Yeah.
but Alisson is okay for me. Luka, mate, Ekitike didn't travel, bro. So Ekitike is out of my combined 11.
Yeah, are we doing this based on availability, by the way?
Yeah, man.
Oh,
Because
okay.
Ekitike, I have to figure out someone because we're standing kids right at this moment. At right back, where you guys going with at right
Fury
back?
and Timber.
Yeah,
Timber.
it's Timber. Like, come on.
Yeah.
To be honest, like you don't even play a right back, do you? It's like most of the season
It's
been
been that
Soboslai.
because Frimpong's been injured and
Soboslai,
been-
Yeah, and he's
Frimpong.
better at right wing than he is at
Yeah.
right back.
It's not- Conor Bradley's played there a few
Conor
times.
Bradley
but
plays there, but come on, Timber.
Yeah, Timber
all
day.
Timber all day long.
He's been one of the best been one of the best right backs in the league. this
Man,
season so
come
far.
on. John,
No,
come on.
rejects, yeah.
All right, for me, right back for me, I'm going with Conor Bradley.
What?
In these. Yeah. I'm not
guy, bro.
Based on what?
Josh,
What?
nah,
Hey
nah,
Jordan,
Josh.
you're a madman, you know.
This is
Conor Bradley,
this is
are you
rage
sure?
bait, right?
Jordan, come on, man.
This is
He's not
rage
serious.
bait. Hold
There's no
on,
real
hold on,
serious.
hold on, lads. He's
Nah,
rage baiting,
as a
surely.
joker, you
He's
know.
rage baiting.
Jordan, you're a joker, man.
He's rage baiting.
You've been on too much green grass, Jordan.
If he's rage baiting, I'm giving myself credit for that because I didn't fall for it. These two have.
Jordan, are you serious?
Bro, well, fair enough. Well, I'll be going with his Dutch son.
No.
Nah,
Who?
he's me.
Frimpong.
What? Over Timber?
No,
As I said, the guy doesn't even play right back. The
Well,
guy
if
doesn't
Trent
even
was
play right back too long.
playing now, I put Trent there, so Trent is not with us.
this is madness. One.
Centre
Frimpong,
back.
you know.
Centre
Centre
back.
backs.
Gabriel.
Gabriel.
Gabriel definitely.
Van
Who is
Dijk there.
right
Van
in
Dijk's there,
general?
though, isn't he? Van Dijk's there.
Van Dijk's.
No, Gabriel definitely gets in. Surely he has to be in there.
Yeah, Gabriel.
Ah, it's got to be
Yeah,
Gabriel.
he definitely gets in.
Probably got to be Van
Yeah, he has
Van
to, yeah.
Dijk. But then Saliba,
If
man.
it's in general, yeah, it's got to be Van Dijk. But you know, if it's based on this season.
Oh,
like,
this
Saliba
season, both
walks
of
in.
them. Yeah. Yeah, all day long.
For me, I'm going with my captain, Virgil.
And who you putting
Sorry.
next to him?
He
I
says
put Gabriel.
Canate, I'm walking off.
Huh?
Oh, huh? Gabriel.
Oh,
Magalhaes.
Gabriel.
I was
Thank
gonna
you.
say, if
Finally.
he put Canate in,
I
I'm
had a
walking
feeling.
up.
Finally.
I was thinking. I bet he's gonna say Kanate. What? He's gonna back his voice.
No,
Fair enough,
eh,
Jordan. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Left
Kanate's been
back.
a bit of a bozo this
Left
season.
back. Left back.
You can't even go Calafiori, you know. You know what? In general, I'm going in Capier left back.
Kirkus has been dead, hasn't he, for you?
Yeah, he hasn't been good this season.
I thought he was alright at
He
Bournemouth.
doesn't win anything either, so you've got to put that into perspective.
And who's your, and then you got Robertson still, but he's.
Well, yeah.
I'll go
for
Cala
me-
personally.
But Calafiori's not available though, so if we're
Oh, we don't
basing
have
on-
availability.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably in Capia then.
Yeah, Capier then.
Yeah. For me, I'm putting Rabo. Curtis need time. Midfield.
Midfield, Rice gets in straight
Rice.
away.
Straight away.
Yeah.
Who's your other
I'm going Zubamendi.
Yeah.
Rice and Zupermendy.
Who's your other midfielders?
So they got
McAllister.
Szoboszlai.
And
Those like
Szoboszlai.
McAllister. But McAllister hasn't been on it this season either.
But in general I was going to say overall is Szoboszlai better than Eze or Odegaard? I don't know.
For me, I'm gonna go with Dom and I start between Florian Wirtz because I'm gonna probably Maka will be there. Dom and Maka, so Wirtz can be on bench because I don't want to see him.
Bro,
He's awful.
put the German lawnmower in the combined 11. What are we doing?
Jordan, you got to have Rice in there, mate.
Yeah, you can. There's no way you have Wirtz.
Declan Rice and Petey definitely has to be in there, man.
Well, all right. Maka and Declan.
Okay.
Left wing.
It's Trossard.
Trossard.
Yeah, Trossard.
Has to be Trossard.
Yeah,
Has to be Trossard,
Yeah. Wait, who do we put on the right? It's Saka, right? Because Salah's not available.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Saka.
Yeah, I'll say Saka, yeah.
Up front, probably.
Yeah.
Oh, do you go Egatika up front?
He's not.
Nah, surely, right? Overall, it's Gyökeres. Like, surely. Yeah, like overall, it's Gyökeres. If we base it like, otherwise, we're putting Saliba in instead of Van Dijk right now.
Yeah, based on this season, yeah.
Yeah, based on this season, it's Ekatike. But if it's overall, it's Gyökeres, like 100%. Why is Tyrell looking at me like... Why is bro giving me the side eye? That ain't mad to say. Like,
that's Ekatike, man.
bro, we're putting Alisson in as well.
He's been moving
based
mad
on-
though.
Yeah, based on like overall, Alisson ahead of Raya. Overall, Van Dijk instead of Saliba. Overall, it's Gyökeres over Ekatike. In terms of like a better all-round number 9. But if it's this season, you know, it's obviously Ekatike. Let's not shift the goalposts now that it's the striker and I've just brought up Gyökeres.
Left wing. Oh,
Game's the game, innit?
This looks to be like, probably yes, Gakpo will be up top for us as the lone striker. So I think that this coach will put Wirtz as a left winger. So yeah, okay, he will do that. So yeah, right wing.
Well, it's Saka, isn't it? Because Salah's not available.
That is the one next. Yeah, true. Yeah,
So
Saka
how
over
many
there
players
for-
is that you've got in there? So based on overall, Alisson,
Yeah.
Van Dijk. I'll give you lots of Szoboszlai. That's it, isn't it? 3.
Yeah. Right for
Based
me.
on availability and overall.
Look, I want to see Freddy play. I want to see Federico play. So right wing, Freddy for me. And up top, Jacko.
Ahead of Saka.
So yeah. Hmm.
Oh
Crazy,
my
man.
days.
But it's slot is get rid of the scope. I don't want to see him.
Bro, I want Waneri to play. So let's have
Bro,
him over bloody Saboshline.
I want to play.
Fucking fine.
Eddie Man on
Good thing everyone's calling out one area, man. Thank you. Exactly. Let that guy cook, man. Honestly.
So that means the guys will be going with when him there, he's gonna be up top for the guy Victor Gerrard. So that means that Batman will be ready for Liverpool. Yeah, fair enough. Guys, score predictions for this game, guys, tomorrow.
4-0.
3-1. 3-1 Arsenal for me. 3-1.
Roy.
Arsenal.
Stole my
Roy,
prediction. I was going to say 3-1 as well.
300, man.
I'm going to say 2-0 Arsenal. Just to be
Okay, fair
different.
enough. Let me see now. What should I say about this? My man is telling me I win for my team, and he's telling me so we're crap. Come tomorrow. So I'm 2-0 Liverpool and then Arsenal smash me. So yeah. Are you confident Arsenal can get it over the line in the title charge?
Who are you asking?
Yeah.
Josh, are you, bro? Are you confident about the title charge?
I think with the squad we've got this season, I think you got to be confident with the squad we've got. This is one of the best group of players I think I've seen. But they have to have trophies to prove it now. That's the main thing with it. So, as I said earlier, man, it's just taking it game by game. Obviously, just watching the City game right now, 1-1. You know they're going to drop points again if it stays like this, which is crazy. And we just have to win our game, against you guys tomorrow and take it game by game. Keep this consistent, form going. And let's see, man. Let's see. It's hard to really get your hopes up because we've been in this position too many times now, especially in the last 3 years. This is finally going to be it. This is going to finally be the year for Arsenal to win the Premier League title. But we something always happens. So, and we don't get over the line. So it's going to be. I'm very confident with the squad that we've got though. It's just down to Arteta now to get it over the line, really, bro.
Bro, we have to say, bro, about the title charge, bro, because they're 6 points clear.
Yep.
Where
Listen, as I said, all it takes is just consistency, and that's what it's been. Just consistency all season over 38 games is what wins you a league title. And I think we've got a good opportunity in January to sort of strengthen this squad pretty much. I know we've still got a strong squad, but I still want a couple of heads through the door. Listen, fans have been waxing lyrical about Semenyo and the fact he's gone to Man City. Listen, I couldn't give a shit about Semenyo. I really couldn't, because I don't think we needed him. I think we've got better. I think we've got better. Well, not better, but we've got options at left wing than we do in midfield.
Yeah.
And I think if we were going to lose one of Zubimendi and Declan Rice, and remain consistent on this, if we lose one of Zubimendi and Declan Rice, basically we've got Norgard, who he doesn't necessarily trust, and Marino, who has, played in midfield every now and then. He doesn't seem to trust Skelly in midfield, which is what I would be doing if one of them situations was going to happen. But I just think with the midfielders available on the market, I think seeing as I'm seeing the likes of Man City bringing in the likes of potentially Guehi at the back, I think Arsenal need to strengthen the squad as well in positions that we need to strengthen. Not the left winger. We can wait until the summer. Like, we can definitely win a league title with Trossard as the left winger. And I don't know. You lot may disagree, but I honestly do not think Semenyo is the bollocks. I really don't. He's a decent player. He's had a very good season, but I don't think he would offer anything different to what Trossard's offering us currently. I really don't. Maybe apart from long throw-ins, but that's about it. But for me, I think we should be targeting a Ruben Neves or maybe even a Leon Goretzka. Just, some depth in the midfield. Someone who can step in every now and then, that you can rely on in that midfield. And I think we'll be good. Maybe another defender, just in case we do lose a couple of centre-backs, which is the norm nowadays with Arsenal. Like, we're now losing defenders and, we've lost attackers during the season. We've lost defenders. We're more likely going to lose midfielders now, knowing this football club. So we do need another midfielder for me. And, obviously I mentioned Kobe Mainoo at one stage. So, listen, I'd take him. I'm not going to lie. I'd take him. I'll take Neves. I'll take Goretzka. Just a midfielder that's experienced, someone who can step in and do a job, basically, in midfield, in absence of, Declan Rice or Zubimendi, or if we can rest one of Zubimendi and Declan Rice, not for injury's sake. So I think that could be the difference between us and Manchester City. Although Man City have lost both their centre backs, as I said earlier, so it will be interesting to see how they handle like the pressure for winning games of football from now until the end of the season, because they're known for doing it, but I don't see this as the same Manchester City team. I don't think they've got the centre-back depth at the moment. I mean, they're having to recall a centre-back from Watford, for God's sake, to play at centre-back, seeing as they're in, their injury crisis at centre-back. So I think we need to, if Man City are going to make business, then so should we. But at the same time, right, although I would be disappointed if we didn't make any signings, I don't think we're in an absolute hurry to make signings this January. I think this squad is more than capable of getting over the line. And I've remained consistent again. I think a trophy is all I'm asking for, and this manager can bloody stay on next season. If you don't win anything with this squad, then you're gone, mate. You need to be charged for fraud. I hit my mic by accident, but you need to be charged for fraud, bro. That's what you need to do if we do not win a trophy this season. And that's all I've asked for, basically. So if he wins a trophy, you can stay on. If you don't, fuck off. Simple.
Yes. Tyrell, are you confident that Arsenal can get it over the line in the title charge?
Confident. When I say I'm confident, I mean, listen, we got a good squad. I've said it already. I think our squad is good enough to win a league title. I mean, it's just over to the manager now. What Arteta, can he get over the line? I mean, we saw, bringing up the 22-23 season, we've been in this position before. It's about getting over the line, and I do think we have a good squad. I mean, talking about the January window and stuff. I mean, I wouldn't mind Arsenal, bringing in some extra bodies, whether that is a midfielder, another centre back. The midfielder thing is quite interesting because I have been bringing it up as well, because when we talk about the midfield options, I mean, like Rory was saying there, like Arteta, it does look like Arteta does not, trust Norgard. In certain games, he just doesn't use him. It's always like Marino, Rice, Marino. If we could maybe bring in a midfielder, I think that would be good, because you can rotate it around, mix it about. But the thing is right, when you talk about this midfield option as well, you got Ethan Nwaneri there. He's available, but the managers don't want to play him as well. That's another issue I have with this guy. But I'm just, like I said, for me, I'm just trying to see how far we're going to go in this title race for me. I'm not getting confident yet. I'm not going to get excited yet, because I still believe, Arsenal, this Arsenal team can somehow just give you can get nervous sometimes supporting this team. But I feel like right now we're still in a good position. But I wouldn't mind bringing in some extra bodies if we are going to do that. I wouldn't mind. Arteta did say the other day, actually, that apparently we are in the market for signings, but I doubt it. I already said I have this weird feeling our January window is going to be quiet. I don't think we'll sign anyone personally, but I wouldn't mind seeing a bit of extra bodies coming through the door. It would be nice, maybe strengthen the squad a bit more. But for me, I think we're going to have a quiet January. That's what I think.
Yes,
So yeah, but I think so far our squad is still good. But yeah.
yeah, good thing you bring up the January transfer. Indeed. So let's talk about the transfer window. We know we're in the transfer window this year. And also, Josh, who you want in the January transfer window, bro? Before I talk about who I want in mine at this rate. So who you want at Arsenal, man, bro? In the January transfer.
I think we can all agree we need a midfield cover. So who do I want? I'm going realistic. What with players we've been looking at. So I wouldn't mind that Buwadi guy from Lille, 17, 18, I think he is, to come in there. Played quite a bit for Lille this season. Apparently, really, really good player. We're looking at that Mendoza guy from City. Hold on. Oh my God, what a save that is from Brighton goalkeeper. Arne's missed a big chance. Damn, Brian, hold on, man. 10 minutes. Yeah, we're looking at the Mendoza guy. Yeah, Goretzka, I think if it's depends on the deal, really, because I know he's on, I think, 225k wages at Bayern. So if we can get a loan deal for him for 6 months to come in, give you that experience. You know, he's not really been playing a lot for Bayern this season, but we know he won the Champions League with them, he's won Bundesliga with them. He has that mentality in there. So I think just for cover, I don't think that could be too bad whatsoever. But yeah, I think that's pretty the main priority, man. If we had to, I think it's going to be a really quiet window for Arsenal, man. Like as it usually is in January. But the thing with me is I feel we could get some bodies in there, you know, because I feel like with the director we have, if he sees like an opportunity, he's going to go for it. And whether it's going to be looking at these more younger players now to come in, then so be it, really. But I think when we see a winner, it most likely, it's going to be in the summer. And I think the left winner or another winner we could get would be a big name, I think. And we may have to look at someone like Martinelli. I don't know if Trossard will stay. I think, to be honest, he deserves to stay based on the season he's had. But I think we could see, I mean, I've been hearing names of Vinny Jr. In the summer. Barcode has been mentioned today, I think, as well, from PSG. So potentially we can go for a winner like a Rodrigo always get mentioned. So maybe that'll be into the summer. Yeah, Yildiz as well. So that's another one. But I think January could be some younger players and maybe like hopefully a midfield cover.
Apparently they're extending his contract. Yildiz that I've seen, apparently there's some agreement close, apparently. I don't know how true that is.
But Bournemouth extended Semenyo's contract to look where he is, so you can still
true.
You can still bring in players despite them signing new contracts. But
what have you say about the January transfer window, Rory? Who you want at Arsenal?
Yeah, well, I obviously mentioned Goretzka. I already mentioned Ruben Neves. I think he's at a relatively young age. He's 28, so he's not even in his 30s yet. So he's in his prime. I think that's a no-brainer. Like, seeing as he doesn't want to sign a new contract at his current club at the moment. So seeing as he is Prem proven, I think that is a no-brainer for me. Do I want anyone in attack? I don't. I think, again, as I said, I think we can actually wait until the summer before we can then upgrade on that left wing position. I noticed Terrell was he was flipping laughing at me when I was, giving stick to bloody Semenyo, but like as I keep saying, there are better options than Semenyo at left wing for me. So again, I think we can wait until the summer until we then address that position. Apart from that, I don't think there are many positions we necessarily need to strengthen apart from the midfield, to be honest with you. So if I had to choose one target, it would probably be Ruben Neves, but then again, he would want to start every week, won't he? He'll be like, would he want to come to play second fiddle. I'm not really too sure. So I'll probably say him in the midfield. If not, I'll take Goretzka. I'll take what's his name? The geezer at Lille, Bawardi, the C-Tech Guendouzi. Yeah, I'll take him. Just some blooming midfield cover is all I ask for. That's all I'll say.
Yeah, Tyrell, who you want in the January transfer window? We're in the January transfer window at the moment, bro. Who you want at Arsenal?
I wouldn't mind another midfielder. If, like Rory was saying a few minutes ago, but Goretzka, is one. I wouldn't mind Maresca getting some experience in there.
Maresca?
That's it, Maresca. Oh my, Goretzka, sorry. Don't just say Maresca.
No, I said Goretzka, bro.
Goretzka, sorry, yeah. I can't believe I just said Maresca.
Bro.
I can't believe I just said Enzo Maresca. How am I saying Maresca? That is so crazy. Goretzka, sorry, yeah.
Yeah, man.
Anyway, but yeah, that's hilarious, man. Maresca. Yeah, Goretzka. You guys probably, I don't know if you guys agree with this, but Kobe Mainu, hey, listen, if maybe that could happen, I wouldn't mind Kobe Mainu. I've actually liked that guy since he's been at Man United, since he's come through. I've seen, and I've said it, there's a player in there that I like, but I know that's not realistic. I know Arsenal are not going to get him. I think we'll also link to what's his name, the midfielder from Valencia. Is it Guerra? I believe that's how you say his name is Guerra. Him as well. But I don't know how serious that is. But yeah, if we could maybe get another midfielder in, I think that would be perfect, because we got quite a few good midfielders. But do I think our midfield depth is that great? I mean, you got Rice, a few others, Eze, Subamendi, but yeah, I wouldn't mind bringing in another midfielder, but maybe a Goretzka. If Kobe Mainu, like I said, if we could get that, but I doubt it. And yeah, maybe this Guerra guy, if we can get him as well, one of them, it would be nice as well. So yeah, I wouldn't mind a midfielder as well, but the defense as well. To be fair, if Arsenal did get a defender, I wouldn't mind it, because they're like, obviously we're still seeing like Calafiori and Mosquera still out, so I wouldn't mind maybe another defender as well if we could sign two. But yeah, I wouldn't mind.
Yeah. The Bees leading Sunderland 3-0 at the moment.
Yeah, they're fifth, man.
Yeah, and Everton is going to 9.
They could get Europe, They could get Europe, Sunderland if they carried some. That's crazy.
mental.
Promoted side, they come up and they get Euro. Could you imagine?
Jack Grealish is red carded, so Everton is down to 9 man.
Yeah, they're down to
Is he?
9 men.
Oh yeah, he did. Yeah, he just got sent off. Fulham are winning again. It's 2-1 now in that game.
For me, man, for me in the January transfer window, look, man, I do prefer Mark Gay. Well, fair enough, in going to Man City. We signed a kid, a 17-year-old kid. Is this Home Alone?
Kevin again.
What?
Kevin again.
Eh? We don't even
Kevin.
get nobody. Oh boy. So look, man. Well, it's gonna be a good game come tomorrow, guys, and I hope that the better team wins. Despite I predicting my team to win, but I know what's gonna be the upset. I'll be watching the game with Josh. So if Arsenal score tomorrow, I know. Well, as Dam will say, Arsenal are not the champion. They're playing the champions. That's us. So if Arteta get the job done, Josh and Rory and Tyrell, you know what that mean? He beat Arne slot for the first time, should I say, because we have been enjoying games. We're trying to find a replacement, someone to really step up against the guy to score goal. We don't have that. So we're crawling. We're in fourth with 33 points, and we're out of the race. So yeah, look, if Brighton if you hold on, I think it's full time for the full time whistle in that game. So if Brighton win and you guys beat us on Thursday, it's 8 points clear. So
7,
just
I
notice
think.
that 7
I think it's
over
7.
here. Thanks
Oh no,
indeed.
it's 8, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
indeed,
that,
so
I thought it was. Wait, hold up. The maths ain't mathing. Hold up.
I think it
So
is 8.
yeah, it will be 8.
yeah, I was
Yeah,
right then.
how does that
Um,
work? Yeah, like
it is.
6 point. Oh yeah, to be fair, 2 point. Yeah. That'll be 2 points drop for City, won't it? Definitely.
Yes. So
So if we win 8
Josh,
points,
what's coming up, my brother?
We'll have tomorrow, Jordan. We'll have tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
The big one. So we'll be doing all that content for that one, man.
Mm-hmm. Rory, what do you have to say, bro, about what's coming up for you, my G?
yeah. So there'll be a match reaction tomorrow, pre-recorded as per. In terms of like this week, again, Portsmouth. I keep forgetting the FA Cups this weekend. So I'll be covering that game, of course. And then going into next week, obviously every Monday we got the Arsenal All Out show. So hopefully we'll be speaking on the Portsmouth game, and we'll be speaking on probably the Liverpool game because obviously that's tomorrow. So it's a strange kickoff. Thursday, like biggest game of the week, played on a Thursday. I don't like it, but yeah, that's what's coming up, bro.
Yes, Terrell, what's coming up, my bro?
Watch along tomorrow. Match day stream as well tomorrow, and then match reactions, player ratings after the game, and that's what I got coming up tomorrow, man.
Yes, and for me, guys, coming up on match, me and Josh will be doing the game tomorrow, guys. Indeed, we have the AFCON coming up on Friday and Saturday as well. So we'll be watching Joshua Braham Diaz Millington on Friday. So that's another cracking
Oh
game.
yeah, would you take him in January, Josh? Just quickly, would you take him?
Get me in, mate. Get me into my club, mate. On that wheel, mate. No,
50 million as well.
That sauce was is that Vegeta sauce again, isn't it, bro? The one that's so links us everyone. That same sauce himself was of Mbappe last season when he left PSG.
Who's this?
Fajitas or something? Fajitas? Fajitas or something? This links us every single player, man. I doubt it's true.
Yes, guys, and Red Talk episode 11 is also on Friday on Terrell channel, me and him as well, and then episode 12 will be on Monday on my channel as well. Terrell, we are playing on Monday in the FA Cup, so as well we're playing Barnsley. Start. Do not sell this one up, please, cause you're done. I'm on the road to 2.5k subscribers, guys. Well, I'm nearly there, so get me there, no doubt. So you will see us in the next one, guys. Indeed. So subscribe to the panel, guys, and the channel is in the description, no doubt. So see you guys. I hope the best team wins. So
Peace.
These guys love. Peace.
peace. You're out.
Oh my days.